Number 12, War of Athena, the 2-year-old daughter of active War, has notched up her first career victory from 3 starts for trainer Paul Matchett, and its jockey Dennis Schwarz is in the winner's enclosure in our second race here at TURFFONTEIN this afternoon. She was back up the straight over the 1100, and she had 2 promising runs coming into this race. Obviously, she was 3 kilograms better off with the favourite, but that inside draw is always a little bit of a concern for me, Dan, up the straight, especially with these youngsters. But I was speaking to Paul Offay, and it looks like Paul Peter's horse helped you a little bit in the early stages of the race.
Yes, definitely. I have to say Mr. Matchett prepared really well for this race. I don't quite think it's a distances, but she really ran on strongly to the horse in the front. In the beginning, I was really worried that she might get a little bit scared being on the inside on her own, but once I got 1 or 2 in front of me, she actually switched off, and it felt like she knows what she's doing. And as I moved up, she started hanging outwards towards the other horses, just looking for company, but she really finished it off nicely.
Yeah, I think there's still lots to come. She's still very green, and I think the penny hasn't quite dropped with her just yet.
Yes, definitely. I definitely think Mr. and Mrs. Wenzel have a nice horse on their hands here, and I just want to say big thanks to them also for all the support they're giving me.
We haven't chatted for a while, obviously, with COVID, but prior to that, you had that injury and you were off for a bit as well. So nice to have you back in the winner's enclosure, and this will just boost your confidence a little bit as well.
Yes, definitely. I think after my fall, this is my first winner back. I have to say the COVID-19 messed things up a little bit. I thought it's going to be a good season, Joburg season. But luckily we can continue now, and it's a big day today, so hopefully I can bring 1 or 2 more home.
Okay, what do you like from your side today?
I have quite a few nice horses. Obviously the chances don't look so good, but they really been working well most of my rides, and I'm just hoping 1 or 2 of them can finish close to where the money is.
What would you make your next best?
I would say probably Quest for Good. His form has turned around quite nicely, so I think definitely has a chance there.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much, and once again big thanks to Mr. Matchett.
Thank you. Well, let's welcome Paul Matchett here to the winner's enclosure. Just waiting to do our sanitization there, Paul. But a very nice victory. And like I said, I was a little bit concerned about that inside draw up the straight. But she's handled it nicely, and I think she's definitely going to come on from this outing.
Yeah, Jules, she's a lovely temperament on her. You know, she's first in the pen, stood for ages, and very clever filly. So she's learning what racing's all about. But a nice ride from Dennis, and well done to Rose and Roy. I think it's Rose's first win in her colours, so she'll be chuffed, and she's stuck in England. They can't get a flight back. So I hope this cheers her up a bit, and hopefully we'll see you soon, Rose and Roy.
And always a nice boost for the stable, especially to have winners on days like this.
That's right. You know, it's every win is pleasing, so we take them as very grateful as we have the winners. Yeah.
And especially after all the ups and downs and stops and starts, it's always nice to see the stable come back with a nice win.
That's right. It's just great to be back here, and well done to Paul Malela for getting everything together, and everyone's hard work. Well done to them.
And what's about the rest of your card, Paul? How's it looking?
You know, racing is tough today, but we're just hoping for good runs, Jules. That's all.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well done to trainer Paul Matchett. Well done to the team. This one bred by Summerhill Stud, the daughter of active War, has come through nicely to win our second race, the start of the bipod at TURFFONTEIN this afternoon. Well done to Mr. R.S. Wenzel, Dr. R.E. Waterman Wenzel, and that a partnership. Congratulations to them. I think you got a nice little filly on your hands where you could have a bit of fun. And of course to Dennis Schwarz, a nice welcome return to the winner's enclosure.